If you buy the right DJ controller, your first mix feels like magic. Buy the wrong one, and even easy transitions feel like homework. Today, counting down from 7 to 1, these are the best DJ controllers that actually make you want to practice. 7. Hercules DJ-Control Inpulse 200 MK2. The Hercules is clearly designed as a learning-first controller, and after using it for a while, that's both its biggest strength and the reason it lands at number 7. It's a compact 2-deck unit with built-in audio for speakers and headphones, so it's a true plug-in and start mixing experience instead of forcing you into weird adapters on day one. Where it shines is the beat match guide. Those built-in light guides literally tell you when to nudge the jog wheel and when to move the tempo fader, so you spend less time staring at a laptop screen and more time training your ears. In real use, it genuinely helps beginners understand why tracks drift instead of just smashing sync forever. The pad modes are also surprisingly modern for an entry unit, including hot cues, FX, sampler, and even a stems mode depending on software mapping, which is a huge deal for mashups and quick edits. Throwing a cappella-style transitions together is way easier when your controller is already mapped for that workflow. Now for the downsides that show up fast once the honeymoon ends. The mixer section is fairly basic with a 2-band EQ, so sculpting transitions doesn't feel as DJ booth as controllers that give you a fuller EQ experience. When trying to do longer blends, it can feel like you're missing a little control, especially on busy tracks where you want more precise shaping. Also, while it's awesome for learning, it's not the controller that screams ready for gigs the moment you touch it. More like excellent training wheels. 6. Numark Party Mix DJ, Party Mix 2. The Numark is basically a party starter in controller form, and yes, the built-in lights are the headline feature for a reason. In testing, it's the fastest way to turn "I'm practicing in my room" into "this feels like an actual event," because the built-in lighting syncs to the music and fills small spaces better than expected. Feature-wise, it covers the beginner essentials: 2 channels, touch-sensitive jog wheels, dedicated filter knobs per deck, and 4 performance pads per deck with multiple pad modes. For simple mixes, quick cue points, and basic effects, it's genuinely fun and unintimidating. It also stays beginner-friendly by being USB-powered and designed to work smoothly with Serato DJ Lite, so setup is simple and you're mixing quickly instead of troubleshooting drivers for an hour. For casual DJs who want something portable for hangouts, this controller nails the vibe. But here's the honest catch, and why it's number 6, not higher. The Party Mix 2 feels like it prioritizes fun now over growth later. The output connections are 1/8" for both main and headphones, which works, but can feel limiting once you start plugging into larger speakers or a more serious audio chain. And while it has enough controls to learn, it's not the controller that makes you feel like you're developing pro muscle memory. After a few weeks, the light show remains awesome, but the layout can start feeling like you're hitting a ceiling if you're trying to level up into more advanced transitions and performance techniques. 5. Pioneer DJ AlphaTheta DDJ-FLX4. The DDJ is the new school beginner controller that's clearly built for the way people DJ now. Laptops, phones, tablets, streaming libraries, and quick practice anywhere. It's designed to be light, compact, and USB bus-powered, and it even supports Bluetooth Low Energy for wireless operation in certain setups, which immediately makes it stand out in the entry category. In actual use, it feels like a controller that wants you to keep moving. Throw it in a backpack, set it up fast, and mix wherever. The pad workflow covers core functions like hot cue, pad effects, sampler, and loop, so you can still perform rather than just press play and fade. What surprised me most is how much it tries to help beginners sound clean with assist-style features like Smart Fader and Smart CFX, often highlighted as tools to simplify mixing and effect flow. For new DJs who get overwhelmed by timing, phrasing, and EQ all at once, those features can keep motivation high because your mixes stop sounding like train wrecks sooner. The trade-off is that this controller's minimalism is also its limitation. Inputs, outputs are simplified, and you're living in a very compact ecosystem. If you already know you want to plug into more traditional DJ speaker setups and start adding external gear soon, you may end up wanting more physical connectivity and more hands-on control than this format is aiming for. Still, as a modern first controller, especially for DJs who want multi-device flexibility and streaming-friendly workflows, the FLX2 earns its spot as a strong stepping stone into the pioneer AlphaTheta universe. Number 4. Numark Mixtrack Platinum FX. The Mixtrack is where the list starts feeling serious, because you're getting a 4-deck capable controller with far more performance room than the beginner-only units above it. The jog wheels have onboard displays that show key info like BPM and time data, and in practice, that reduces laptop dependence in a way you immediately feel during longer sessions. The signature feature, though, is the FX paddles. These give you that satisfying, quick effects on-off performance style that feels closer to club mixers. For build-ups, echo-outs, and energetic transitions, it's one of those controls that makes you play the controller rather than just operate it. You also get 16 performance pads, auto manual loop controls, and dedicated Serato FX controls, which makes this controller genuinely fun for creative routines. In real use, it's the kind of layout that encourages experimentation, setting multiple cues, juggling loops, and adding texture instead of just blending songs. Another practical win: it's built as an entry to small gigs controller, so it fits the DJ who's graduating from bedroom practice to playing for real people. Having more deck control and richer performance tools makes it easier to hold energy for longer sets without repeating the same transitions. If there's a reason it's not top 3, it's simply that some DJs will want even more premium ecosystem integration or a different software feel. But as a value-packed controller that feels like a legit upgrade, it's a strong number 4. 3. Roland DJ-202. The Roland want to do more than mix tracks. They want to remix live. Its defining advantage is the built-in drum machine heritage, Roland TR-style drum kits, and a 16-step sequencer that you can access via the performance pads, then sync into your Serato workflow for transitions and live remix moments. In real sessions, this changes the way you structure sets. Instead of relying on the next track to provide energy, you can build energy with your own percussion, creating tension under a breakdown, adding extra hats during a chorus, or making a custom drum fill into a drop. That's not a gimmick, it's a performance identity. It's also designed as a 2-channel controller with 4-deck capability, so you can grow into layering and more complex deck management without replacing the controller immediately. That makes it a smart purchase for DJs who know they'll want to experiment past basic 2-deck mixing. Another underrated detail is its mic input and vocal effects features, like gate and reverb echo-style processing depending on setup, which makes it more friendly for MC-style sets and event hosting. For house parties or small events, being able to speak cleanly and add a little polish matters more than people expect. If the goal is to stand out creatively, especially in open format, hip-hop, or electronic sets where live percussion can elevate transitions, the DJ-202 is one of the most personality-driven controllers in this price class. 2. Pioneer DJ DDJ-FLX4. The DDJ is one of the safest buy once, grow into it controllers because it balances beginner friendliness with real performance practicality. It supports Recordbox and Serato workflows, and the physical connectivity is the kind you actually use in the real world: a mic input, RCA master output, and solid headphone monitoring. In use, the layout feels closer to what you see in modern DJ booths, so the muscle memory you build transfers better when you eventually touch bigger Pioneer-style setups. The controller is also set up for flexible powering and connection, with USB-C and an additional USB port approach that can help when using mobile devices that need dedicated power. A big reason people love it for streaming and casual gigging is that it's built around being simple and reliable. You can connect speakers via RCA, plug a mic in, and keep everything tidy without a mess of external interfaces, which reduces failure points when you're playing in front of people. Performance-wise, it has the tools to go beyond basic blending, pads, loops, and effects workflows that feel natural once you practice for a couple weeks. This is the controller that tends to make DJs stick with it because you don't hit the wall as quickly as you do on ultra-entry controllers. It's not number one, only because the top pick offers more channel freedom and a more expansive mixing environment. But for most new to intermediate DJs, the FLX4 is the controller that feels like the smartest long-term two-channel choice. 1. Native Instruments Traktor Kontrol S3. The Traktor takes the top spot because it feels like a true performance workstation, not just a starter controller. It's built around a full-sized 4-channel mixer layout with proper EQ and dedicated queuing, which matters when you want to layer tracks, juggle energy, and move beyond simple A to B mixing. What makes it pro-feeling fast is the audio and connectivity. It's a 4-out, 2-in audio interface design, and it offers serious output options like balanced XLR main out and balanced TRS booth out, plus RCA options depending on setup. That's the kind of connectivity that slots into real speaker setups without feeling like a compromise. In testing, the One-Touch Mixer FX workflow is a highlight because it makes effects musical and controlled instead of messy. When you can quickly add texture on a channel, then kill it cleanly, you end up using FX like a seasoning instead of drowning the mix. It also gives you performance pads, larger jog wheels, and the overall spacing that makes longer sessions more comfortable. Everything feels less cramped, and that alone makes practice more enjoyable, which is the hidden key to improving faster. One detail to know, the S3 has multiple input options, like line RCA and a mic input, but only one input set can be active at a time, so planning your setup matters if you're switching sources. Even with that quirk, the overall package, 4-deck control, strong outputs, and a layout that encourages serious mixing is why it's number one on this list. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.